Guys, what's going on? My name is Luis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is June 29, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And we have big breaking news, red alert. Lieutenant Colonel is sounding the alarm here. He is warning a strike inside the sleeping giant on the horizon. We have more breaking news updates. If you can, please share this video. Here we go. It says here, the Bear most dangerous jets are parked 100 miles from the yellow and blue. But Kiev needs sleeping giant permission to strike. Alright guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. And for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Very important breaking news coming out today, especially within our sleeping giant. We need to be prepared spiritually, physically, mentally. My next video, well, there's going to be a video posted on my new channel. I'm trying to set up the time schedule here. So there's going to be a video posted over on my new channel. You have the speaker of the sleeping giant, Mr. Mike, is sounding the alarm. He said over 15 to 22 million has come into our sleeping giant under the 4-6 administration. That video is going to be posted over my new channel. Make sure you subscribe to my new channel, The Rise Up Warrior. I will be talking about a lot of stuff in that channel, guys. So this link will be in the comments box. Once again, make sure you follow me on this channel here, The Rise Up Warrior. When you follow me on this channel, make sure you click that bell and make sure you click on all. A lot of people have it on none. And sometimes the platform does that. Every year the platform, they do some kind of reset and they kind of remove dead subscribers. You know, people that haven't been logged into their account over 5 years. So they start cleaning all that stuff up. And when they do that, the notification is completely turned off. So you have to triple check your notification bell. All right, let's see what's going on here, guys. Let's see what's going on with these jets. All right, so the Bear most dangerous jets are parked 100 miles from UKR. But Kiev needs sleeping giant permission to strike. Look at that. You need permission from the sleeping giant? There you go. There you go. So the sleeping giant is the one that gives the green light, not the yellow and blue. So the 4-6 administration forbids the yellow and blue from impacting the Baltimore base with sleeping giant equipment, suggesting instead to take down the birds mid-air. However, the Bear used standoff BOMBS, launching from a distance to evade UKR air defenses. We're going to get to this one here, guys. But once again, the Bear birds, their jets, is parked 100 miles away from the yellow and blue country. Let's see what's going on within the sleeping giant. They're sounding the alarm. And I've been posting video yesterday. You need to stock up. You need to stock up. A former sleeping giant special forces official is warning that there will be a major strike inside the sleeping giant in the near future, due in part to the 4-6 open doors policies, which, by the way, my next video, you need to check out the video. I will leave the link in the comments box. So you have this Colonel Scott speaking to Sleeping Giant News a few days ago claimed that Afghan sources told him to expect a major strike within the Sleeping Giant within the next year. I'm trying to skip certain words here, guys. So you have a Afghan veteran sources told him to expect a major tea event within a Sleeping Giant within the next year. I pay very close attention to what I just say here, guys. This is very important. Now, there were signs before 2001. There were signs. There were messages sent out about 2001. You guys know what happened in 2001. That was the biggest event. It opened, again, basically opened the doors to all this. Now, the bear leader, Vlad, he warned, who was it? Was it was it Bill or was it George? The Sleeping Giant leader back in 2001. I think it was Bill, right? I think Bill was still the Sleeping Giant leader. Or George, one of them. But Vladimir called him up and say, hey, something's going to happen somewhere in NY. You need to keep an eye on. They didn't believe him. But he did call them and said, hey, something's going to happen. And you guys already know the rotten apple, the two stones, they got hit. So pay attention, guys, because history does repeat itself. This person is sounding the alarm. All right, so what they are saying is that there is an imminent event on the horizon with a lot of underground activity inside Afghan. Now, once again, man was part of Task Force Pineapple, a volunteer task force of Sleeping Giant veterans to evacuate Sleeping Giant citizens and Afghan allies after the Taliban took over. You guys remember that, right? That happened in 2001. I don't forget things. 2001, I think it was around August or September. The 4-6, the leader of the Sleeping Giant, you know, he kind of withdrew the troops and told everyone to come. But something happened. The 4-6 left behind over $100 billion worth of stuff. And not only that, the Sleeping Giant leader sent big planes. And you know who got inside those planes? Mostly MALE. And they were like in the age of 18 to 35 years old. They packed those planes with a whole bunch of you know who. Brought them over the Sleeping Giant in 2021 under the 4-6. Which, again, we still have Sleeping Giant citizens out there still waiting. Actually, the 4-5, he mentioned that when he was debating the 4-6. He told them, you still have Sleeping Giant citizens out there. You left behind $100 billion something to these group. I'm going to highlight it. Now, you guys know. It happened, again, 3 years ago. And then after that event, the Yellow and Blue Country Biblical War began. So it says here, men went on to criticize the Sleeping Giant intelligence, apparatus, and politics for allowing a return to the same condition just before the 2001. You guys know what happened that year, which led to the strengthening of surveillance forces and the global biblical war on T. Follow me on this one here, guys. All right, this one here, T. We've been here before. Yeah, but the difference is back then we had common sense. Back then, we had common sense. For those of you that are newbies to all this, what happened in 2001, there was no such thing as left or right. We came together that year. A lot of people from West Coast, you know, from the Southerns, North, I mean, they came over to NY, and we all became family. And again, it was a different world. It was a sad day. It was. And there was laws put out that this will never happen again. And so they closed the Southern. They made sure that, when you want to get an ID, you need to bring that 6 point. You need to bring your birth certificate. You need to bring your debit card. You need to bring your social security. You need to bring a lot of stuff in order, that you are a Sleeping Giant citizen. 20-something years later, the doors are open. Those that is coming into the Sleeping Giant, they don't need to go to a motor vehicle. They don't need no 6-point license and all that. We're about to see a repeat of history, thanks to the 4-6, which, by the way, my next video, the link will be in the comments box. You need to check out that video. Speaker is sounding the alarm. 20 million, 15 to 20 million came in. All right, so once again, guys, it says here, we've been here before. We've been through this before. We vowed never again on you know what, and spent 20 years dealing with it. Maine explained. Maine claimed that since the 4-6 abandoned leaving behind billions of dollars of equipment, the warning of T has returned. What is being prepared? There you go. And it's not only this lieutenant. A big shout out to what's his name? Give me a second here. So this person here is also sounding the alarm. Where is he? Give me a second here, guys. Oh, so this person here. So this person, he's the one that told the Sleeping Giant lieutenant to expect a major T event within the Sleeping Giant within the next year. I guess he's sounding the alarm. He's letting him know, hey, I heard some things. You need to tell the Sleeping Giant to get ready. I heard things, and I'm giving you information. Just like the FB, you have the director Christopher Ray. He's sounding the alarm. He's saying that we're gonna see something. It's just a matter of time. There's going to be a big breaking news. Something that we haven't heard in the last 20-something years. 2001, that was the biggest. The biggest. You guys already know it was not only the Rotten Apple, but it was other places too. All right? I'm not going to mention their names, but again, the platform is really strict. But you guys already know there was multiple birds in the sky in 01. We will never forget that year. We will never forget that year. All right, guys. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can pull up these birds in the sky. Excuse me, the birds. The dangerous birds that the bear has right now. It was posted by Forbes about 19 hours ago. These are the birds. These birds, man. You see the red star? You see that red star on the tail? That's the bear. Whenever you see red stars on a plane, any plane, it belongs to the bear. So you have this air base in the southern of the Bear Country, 100 miles from the border with UKR, might be the most important and most vulnerable target in the Bear Country. But it's seemingly off UKR list of targets for now. So they don't want to hit that region. They don't want to hit it. They don't want to hit it. They have the equipments to do it. But the Sleeping Giant is saying don't touch it. Do not touch that region. Because they know if that region gets hit, if the bear planes get hit, that's going to be a a big war. So it says here from the base, you have Su-34 fighters belonging to the Bear Air Force's 47th Guards Bomber Aviation fly daily sorties, lobbying powerful glide BLMBS at the Yellow and Blue Country troops and civilians from 25 miles way away or farther. The carnage is staggering. It takes only minutes for this jet to reach the launch area near the border and then return to the base. UKR analyst group, I'm going to skip that name, explains. So the large number of jets stationed at the airfield enables the simultaneous deployment of bombs, allowing multiple targets in UKR territory to be engaged at once. The regiment, dozens of these Su-34s, possibly representing around half of the Bear active fleet of the supersonic twin-engine, routinely parked out in the open on the tarmac of the recently renovated base. They're within range of UKR, best deep strike equipment, its Sleeping Giant made Army Tactical Equipment System rocket. UKR could potentially incapacitate the entire operation fleet stationed there if permitted to conduct such a strike. So they cannot touch it without the permission of the Sleeping Giant. They want to hit it. They want to hit that region. The problem is their master, the Sleeping Giant, is telling them not to fire towards that region. And the reason why is going to spark biblical war. It says here, but the administration, the press, Mr. 46, hasn't yet given the Yellow and Blue Gov permission to aim the Sleeping Giant equipment. Oh, they want to use, I got it. They want to use this. They want to use this to hit those jets. Now, the Sleeping Giant is the only one that has permission. Well, the only one that can access the push button of this powerful equipment. This is the one that were fired towards those innocent one out there. You know, those innocent ones that was at the beach. This is the equipment they use. And so far, for now, the Su-34 bomb with near impunity, lobbying a significant percentage of the roughly 100 glide bombs that the Bear dropped on UKR position and cities every day, taking out, you guys already know the rest, camouflage and innocence. To be clear, the UKR forces have other ways of stopping the glide bombers. So far, however, they're not working on the planes from that region. One option is to take down the bird before they release their munition. The problem is that the UKR Air Force doesn't have enough of its best Sleeping Giant made Patriot air defense batteries to protect major regions, to say nothing of extending that protection close enough to the border to intercept the 47th Guards Bomber Aviation. The Yellow and Blue has just 5 Patriot batteries, which, by the way, information came out about 2 days ago. The Holy Land is going to send 6 Patriot batteries to the Yellow and Blue. And the Bears seems like they're going to get involved in the biblical war between the Holy Land, you guys know who the Holy Land is, and Hezbollah. I'm not saying their full name. So it says here the Yellow and Blue has just 5 Patriot battery in place or on the way. One protects the capital, it seems. Others protect Odessa and Kharkiv. 2 additional batteries that Germany and the Sleeping Giant have pledged but not yet delivered could safeguard those territories. So unless and until UKR allies send a lot more Patriot batteries, don't expect the UKR to risk one along the northern border between those territories. The last time the Yellow and Blue Air Force hit the road with a mobile Patriot, you know what? A Bear drone spotted it And a Bear rocket blew up 2 of its truck-mounted launchers, attempting to ambush these birds with a Patriot battery in a drone-saturated environment. Poses considerable, you know what? Likewise, it would be risky for the Yellow and Blue Air Force to deploy its future fleet of ex-European F-16 against the glide bombers. Just imagine that, seeing these two birds going at it. Seeing these two birds going at it. F-16 Sleeping Giant bird versus the SU... What is it? SU... I forget the number. But just imagine them birds going at it, which it will happen. Alright, so the glide bomb sorties will be very challenging to intercept regularly. Alright. So you have these birds right now. These birds are just getting ready. That yellow and blue country is going to be, it's going to be shaking a lot. The main problem is the Bear ground-based air defenses, which make it extremely, you know what, for the yellow and blue warplanes to fly at high altitude, particularly anywhere in the yellow and blue, but especially within 100 miles or so of the front line, well within reach of the Bear S-400 surface-to-air missile batteries. When close to the front lines, UKR pilots will have to fly them at very low altitudes to avoid being detected and take down quote. At such low altitude, the F-16's missiles start out in dense air with a lot of aerodynamic drag and must climb against gravity to reach the altitudes where their targets are. That limits their range. These birds are very powerful. These birds are very powerful. We're going to see something. Again, we're going to see these birds going at it. And the yellow and blue is going to be, again, like I said, shaking. So the yellow and blue could always aim long-range strike drones at that base. Recent drone strike on 2 other Su-34 bases, both in the Bear, around 100 miles from the eastern front line, have apparently damaged or destroyed several. I'm going to skip that name. For some reason, I'm going to skip that name there too, guys, hasn't come under heavy bombardment from drones. It's possible the same dense the Bear air defenses that imperil the F-16s also prevent drones from reaching that base. Which bring us back to the Sleeping Giant attacks. And you guys already know the Sleeping Giant used this on the innocent ones at the beach. That's the one they're going to be firing when it comes to these birds. The Bear birds. All right, so it says here, still probably the best equipment for hitting that base and blunting the Bear brutal glide bombing campaign, but the yellow and blue probably won't jeopardize future supplies of the rockets by using them against targets the Sleeping Giant doesn't approve in advance. The Sleeping Giant knows that that would be a big mistake. So the yellow and blue wait for permission. They hope it's coming soon. It is painful to watch those equipments flying over our heads towards the yellow and blue regions and thinking if your home will be... Ooh, I'm going to skip that. All right, so that's where we at. That's where we at. So the Sleeping Giants are being told things could come possibly in this year, next year. And the Bear got their most powerful birds out there, and it's facing the yellow and blue. It's facing the yellow and blue country. Just looking at this right here. Look out. Now the yellow and blue call Joe and say, hey, we could hit him right now. Joe is like, no. You know why? Because the Bear already spoke to them and say, you hit this, we're going to hit your regions. We're going to hit your BASE in possibly somewhere in mid E, in the middle E. So the sleeping giant know not to touch this here. It's gonna be big. It's gonna backfire. Put it like that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.